We are now recording. Okay, fine. Good evening, everyone. Hello, 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 and welcome to the Bost-Whovians Doctor Who radio show here on Saturday evening. It is August the 3rd. We have made it, what, 5 months now?
Is it really?
I think it's been 5 months. I don't know. All I know is I'm tired. But
yeah, you are. You are. I think we started at the end of March, beginning of April.
Sounds about right. That sounds good. I like
so
that.
That's some amount of time.
It's some amount of time. We've made it amount of time.
It's four.
Well, either way, I think we've had a little bit of success with our silly little show.
I think so too. I think it did start out just as that. It was a silly little show, something that we just did to be stupid, have fun, and we're doing that.
Exactly.
But now other people are joining in. And I love that.
There's a lot of people joining in. I'd never expected that to happen because we have a new country that's listening in.
Indonesia.
I don't know where that is.
It's on the globe, Lucas.
Well, no kidding. We're on the globe.
You have Google. You can look at it right now.
I don't want to look it up right now. We're about ready to start our show.
Okay, fine. You talk about something.
Okay, so today I'm really tired.
Why are you
Because
tired?
I worked for 12 hours and I did mostly just walking. So, but no, more importantly is tonight we're actually we're going to talk about a great episode because we've fully gone through the first episode of the modern era. And hold on one second. Now we know we're looking at Google, everyone, and
I knew where Indonesia was.
Well, you knew. I did not. So in my face.
Yes.
In my face. So it's Papua New Guinea.
That's Australia right there.
That's Australia.
At the Indian Ocean.
So
there's Thailand. That's Asia.
So
right
it's on the equator.
Yeah.
It's on the equator.
That's
okay.
actually what this dotted line is. Right
No
there.
kidding. No kidding. Look, I may be an idiot on occasion, but I'm not stupid. So there, in your face and in my face. So anyway, so we're talking about the ending of the 9th season. Yeah, we can get rid of that.
All right.
And this was, the first half of the first season with Chris Eccleston as the 9th Doctor, it was okay. It got better in the second half. I thought it got
graphics-wise, story-wise, yes.
Yes.
When exactly did they sign on for a second season? When did they start to take things more seriously? That sort of thing has a bearing on the show and where it goes.
That's very true. So we've already discussed a couple of episodes that were great, and now we're looking at the ending of the Eccleston era, which is sad.
It is. I wish we had more seasons with him.
Right. Me too. I really do.
At least one more. At least one. I mean, that would have been a lot better.
Yeah. Okay, we just got a message on Facebook stating that the sound is loud and clear, but they said you're still a little low.
Me? Still a little low. I don't know.
I don't know either.
There's
so
not much else
if you're listening in, please tell us. Send us a message on Facebook. We got a couple of messages already. Let us know what's going on. Yeah, it says your volume is a little low. Somebody else, I really think it's their computer. I don't think it's us, but
okay.
No harm intended with that.
I'd hate to have to do this all night.
Yeah, because
we're on YouTube.
We got to see your face.
We really don't.
No, I don't want to see my face. I really don't think people are going to want to watch this in the first place. Why? I mean, I'm kind of gross.
It's the cool artwork.
It is the artwork. We have the Bad Wolf behind us.
Yeah,
we do. It's awesome.
Bad Wolf.
I did that. I painted that with my own pathetic amount of talent, I might add. So anyway, we're talking about the parting of the ways,
right?
Which was the second half of the Bad Wolf, which is the beer that we're drinking, that we drank tonight.
Yes, we posted that earlier. Well, it's actually Werewolf,
but it's still the picture resembles Rose.
Yeah,
and it's great.
Rose and a wolf, and it's great, and then she becomes the
Bad Wolf
in this episode.
It's
great.
So much good stuff in this particular episode.
And it's good, too.
Yeah, it is. It's great. It's good. And it's awesome, and I love it. So anyways, we got a clip. We're going to play the clip. Now, this one is kind of the first. It's listed as clip 1 on YouTube, and this is where the Doctor actually comes in. The Daleks, they try to destroy the Doctor, but they failed.
They always fail.
They failed
always
miserably. Yes,
okay.
I said correct. So we'll listen to this in. Well, you'll listen in because I don't have headphones anymore. So you're better than me. So okay.
You can't. The TARDIS hasn't got any defenses. You're gonna kill him. You have predicted
We got incoming.
Right there, they actually made it look like the TARDIS got destroyed.
It's gone.
It's working. We've got a fully functional force field. Try saying that when you're drunk. For my next trick.
Pepperpots. ATM machine looking like aliens.
Pepperpots of hate.
Yes, Pepperpots of hate.
Not that Pepperpots.
No, I just think it's funny. And there goes the Dalek, blown up.
1.
Thanks to Captain Jack.
I haven't seen you in years.
I told you I'd come and get you.
I never doubted it.
I did. You all right?
Yeah, you?
Not bad. Been better. Hey, don't I get a hug?
Oh, come here.
I was talking to him. Welcome home.
Oh, I'll never see you again.
Oh, you were lucky. I was just a one-shot wonder. Drained the gun of all its power supply. Now it's just a piece of junk.
See, 1 shot, that's all it had.
What,
You
the
said they were
Dalek?
extinct. How come
That
they're
gun.
still
Oh,
alive?
the gun.
1 minute
Oh,
they're the
the
greatest
gun.
threat in the universe. The next minute they vanished out of time and space.
They went off to fight a bigger war. Time war.
I thought that was just a legend.
Nope, the war was not a legend.
A war between the Daleks and the Time Lords, with the whole of creation at stake. My people were destroyed, but they took the Daleks with them. I almost thought it was worth it. Now it turns out they died for nothing.
There's thousands of them now. We could hardly stop one. What are we gonna do?
No good stood round here chin-wagging. Human race should gossip all day. Daleks got the answers?
Let's go meet the neighbors.
Chin wagging.
He's always talking about these things. And the Daleks can't even get through the shields.
Is that it? Useless. None point. It's all right. Come on out. That force field can hold back anything.
Almost anything.
Yes, but I wasn't going to tell you.
Because rule number 1,
The Doctor lies.
the Doctor lies.
You know what they call me in the ancient legends of the Dalek homeworld? The oncoming storm. Yes.
The
You might have
oncoming
removed all
storm.
your
Good
emotions,
stuff.
but I reckon right down deep in your DNA there's one little spark left. And that's fear. Doesn't it just burn when you face me? So tell me, how did you survive the Time War?
They survived through me.
Now, this Dalek was huge. Really, really big. The Emperor of the Daleks. That's who he is.
Captain. This is the Emperor of the Daleks.
Okay, so here we got this scene. Very, very interesting. That we see the power of the TARDIS. We see the Daleks.
Power of the TARDIS? What was the power of the TARDIS?
They couldn't. The Daleks couldn't get through its shields.
No, that was Captain Jack.
That was Captain Jack's
Yep.
shields.
Yeah.
How did he have shields?
Because, as Rose said, the TARDIS is defenseless. Captain Jack provided the shields.
He did.
Yep. That's why he knows that it's only going to hold back just so much. It's not going to withstand everything.
I'm confused.
That's not surprising.
I think I'm confused every week.
Okay, maybe you need to watch that clip again with sound.
Well, I could hear it coming from your headphones.
Wow, is it that loud?
Well, no, I've got pretty good hearing.
Oh.
It's my comprehension level that stinks.
I've got a pretty low voice.
I don't know. Well, okay. John, our friend John in Kentucky. Sorry,
a couple Johns were going through my head right now. First one was Rudis, actually.
Wow, I haven't seen him and Chris in a long time.
I know.
Wow, they went to high school with me.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, you people listening in, you don't know who we're talking about. We're just talking about random people that we know. They're twins, Chris and John.
Yes.
Yeah.
But on to the other one.
Oh, Fisher. John Fisher.
You know, the point of view blabbing.
I think he said he plugged in his other speakers to his laptop, and he said the sound is fine now. I think he said that.
Oh.
So
cool.
There you go.
So it may just be speakers, systems.
Perhaps.
Hopefully on YouTube everything is all fixed.
I hope so. We're relying on you, YouTube, and you, the fans, to tell us.
And again, also
everything.
Because of the way people are listening in, there is also a volume button on that.
Yes, that's right. The page that we use, there is a volume, what you called it, a button. That thing.
Yeah. A little lever.
Yeah, a lever.
That you can adjust.
Exactly.
And kick it up a notch.
Exactly. So
that way you can hear me.
Yeah, and me.
Well, I think they can hear you. You can lower his if you want.
Yeah, you can lower me. Anyway, so where were we? Oh, so, okay. Where were we?
So Jack provided the shields.
I still don't understand that.
That's how I read it.
I mean, I thought it was just the TARDIS had the shields.
No, I don't think they had shields at that time.
The ship is 1,000 years old. It doesn't have shields after 1,000 years.
The Doctor makes adjustments all the time.
The Doctor also lies.
Yeah.
So how do you know? Maybe he lied to you when he told you that Jack had the shields.
Jack know that the shields wouldn't hold against everything? I mean, Jack, just because he's born in the 51st century doesn't mean that he knows everything. He's still human.
All right.
Ah, I win.
Yeah, you won. Well, you win with a lot of stuff, especially
I know, it's not that hard.
No, it really isn't. I just put my head down and say dough.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. All right, so the next clip we have to look at. Well, no, we don't have to go to this one next because there's a couple of other ones. No, not that one.
Oh, no.
No, definitely not that one. Okay, so later on in this particular episode, because this is, such a big episode developing into how well the show took off.
Right.
So in this particular scene that we're going to take a look at in a minute here is basically the Daleks are making their way. They're making their way to attack the Doctor.
And the good side only has 5 people.
Right.
So, I mean, they got Linda with a Y. They got the Doctor. They got Jack and Rose and... What's that other one's name? I can't remember.
Jack, Rose, Linda with a Y, the Doctor...
And...
Isn't that it?
No, I think actually it's the guy and the girl. I can't remember their names, though. The guy that says he was only there because she was there.
Well, yeah.
So it was those 5 plus the Doctor who's going to be building the Delta Wave that would hopefully destroy...
Delta Wave. Yeah, that's great. I love that
would destroy all the Daleks.
Yeah, so...
Takes 3 days to do. He can build it in 22 minutes.
He said it with a smile, too. That was awesome.
Yeah, the Doctor's so cool.
He was so awesome.
See, and that's one of the weird things, one of the bad things about this episode, because it's the end of Eccleston, but I'm really getting to like him by now. I mean, really getting to like him.
Yeah, it was
sad.
Know,
with any new Doctor that comes along, even the next one.
Those
first few Tennant episodes are like, who's this guy? I don't like him.
And it's
hey,
always
he's kind of quirky.
Well,
he's kind of funny.
Let's get to that in a second. Okay, we'll get to that when we get towards the end of these clips. So this because that leads into what's going to be a conversation about tomorrow.
That's true. That's going forward.
So we're here with Captain Jack Harkness.
The Doctor has done his recruiting.
Right.
He's got himself and 5 others. Jack needs to do some recruiting.
Right, because the Daleks are coming and they need to attack them.
Yeah.
So let's listen to his little speech thing that he gives to all these people who don't even think the Daleks exist.
Yeah. How charismatic is Jack?
Charisma.
That's charismatic. Start him up for shooting a gun.
Any more volunteers? There's an army about to invade this station. I need every last citizen to mount a defense.
Don't listen to him! There aren't any Daleks! They disappeared thousands of years ago!
Thanks. As for the rest of you, the Daleks will enter the station at floor 494, and as far as I can tell, they'll head up, not down. But that's not a promise. So here's a few words of advice. Keep quiet. And if you hear fighting up above,
Awesome.
if you hear us dying, then tell me that the Daleks aren't real. Don't make a sound. Let's go.
All right then. Okay, so that really gave a nice indication of, like, we see Jack, his personality, and he really had a take charge attitude to try to fight off the Daleks. And the one dude was like, they died thousands of years ago. So, really wasn't any particular help.
All right, tell me what's still playing.
Oh, there is music still playing. Oh, so, well, take your headset back.
Okay.
Oh, we forgot to shut down the background music. So that's our fault, but you got to listen to some Doctor Who music in the background with us.
It's funny, I didn't even notice it till the end of that clip when it was complete silence, and all of a sudden there's some music.
That's
See how professional we
that's the great thing about this show, is we can do what we want, say what we want, and have what's going on, and it's all real. It's not like, we have a producer, but he's on the other side of the country, and he might be working. So we kind of do this on our own, and we give him shout outs each week, let him know we care, and we appreciate the fact that he helps us out in our show.
Yeah. And when he actually does show up on our show, he basically just makes fun of us.
He does that.
He tries to dictate our decisions. Did you know that?
Well, yeah. I mean,
he told me if I didn't say that Tennant was my favorite Doctor, that's it for the show.
Yeah, it's a big bunch of lie. He's not going to cut us off. We're his money bags.
I know, but now it doesn't come across as true and valid when I say that Tennant is my favorite.
Well, he's most people's favorite.
I don't know about most, but
there's a lot of people who think that nobody's better than Tennant. And we don't know yet because we still have another one to go through.
Is it because of the fangirls?
Fangirls?
Fangirls? Do you not see how those two words mash up there?
You're talking about a group of people. What fangirls? Like, is there just every female in the world that likes David Tennant and they're called the fangirls?
Because
or are you
he's
talking...
a hottie. Not for you.
Thank you. I don't like men.
You don't like me?
Oh, it's not like that, dude. Now we're going through a whole different level.
Wow.
You're my brother. You know that. We're brothers, everyone. We are brothers. This guy replaces the brothers that I had growing up. I have 5. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Leave me alone. I have 5 fleshly brothers, and I'm only close to one of them, but he has Down syndrome. He's mostly deaf. He lives up in Boston, and, since I moved away, our relationship isn't the same.
Goes downhill, yeah.
All right, so, and then all my other brothers are older, and they really don't care, so you replaced him, dude.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I love you, dude.
I love you, too.
Yeah, we do. Oh,
okay,
so where we at?
So, I don't remember now. We were talking about something Whovian.
You said fangirls, and the only thing...
fangirls, right. Fangirls because David Tennant is hot.
Well, yeah,
there's a group of people that believe that David Tennant, Matt Smith, have more followers because of their attractiveness.
I saw that on Facebook this morning.
Whereas Eccleston did not.
Because of his big ears?
Whatever it is, I don't know.
Whatever the reason is. Who knows?
I mean, some people didn't like him because he wasn't as fun-loving. But, I mean, this dude smiles all the time.
He does, even when the situation
He's having
is grim and dire.
He's having a grand, goofy time anytime.
I thought he was great. And it's
so too.
really, really sad to see him go.
Very.
It really is. So let's see what else we got here. We got more clips because this was such a good episode. Well, we can't get to that one.
You
We
know
can't
the
get
new
to that
Doctor
one.
might be older.
That's
Did
what
you
I've
hear that?
heard. But we have to get to that after. Well, I guess we don't have to. We could talk about it now.
I'm
But
sorry, I thought it was our show and we could do whatever we want,
Well,
whenever we want.
All right then. So let's talk about it now. I want to talk about it anyway.
Yes.
I'm really excited. They said they're supposedly going to announce who the next Doctor is.
As long as it ain't a female.
And there's a lot of people. Actually, I think it's just women who would like to see a female Doctor. But no, because you know what? Time Lord. The word Lord
Exactly.
means male.
I have no problem with time ladies,
But we're not
but
talking about
the
a time
Doctor is
lady.
not one.
He's a Lord. He's a Lord of Time.
Yes, he is. He's not a lady of time.
No.
But he spent with many ladies in time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elizabeth the First? Well, she thought she was the first.
That's a good line.
So, but yeah, I mean, a lot of speculation because of what is coming out tomorrow.
Now,
Who is the new Doctor?
Now, I guess my question is...
I've got it set up to record on my DVR at 2 p.m.
Is it going to be during an episode? Because when I looked at the BBCA...
It's a 30-minute episode of The New Doctor.
Really?
Yes.
Because, Comcast sucks because, like, when I looked it up, it just says, like the first few episodes of Matt Smith is during his first few episodes of The Doctor.
At 2 o'clock, 30-minute.
Really? Because it says, I think at 2 o'clock, I think it said it was The Beast Below.
That's not what it says on mine.
No, so I'm going to have to look at that tonight.
Yep.
I want to know.
So do I.
And I think we're going to have the same reaction. I really do, because
we're not going to like them at first.
Right. Because that's the way it was with Tennant, which we'll talk about in a few minutes, with his just first few words and that goofy smile he gave. It was just like, oh, great. Who is this guy?
Yep.
And then when Matt Smith came in with the regeneration, and it was such a huge regeneration from Tennant to Matt Smith.
Oh, yes.
Which we'll get into more detail, however long it takes for us to get through the next 3 seasons.
Woo. I know.
Once we get there and we see that, it's like you basically see the transformation from one face to another, and it was like, really? Him? But Matt Smith was great.
He turned out to be really, really good.
Yeah. And they're saying...
I really like him, but he's not...
No, he's not.
I'm not going to want him to go. I'm not going to be excited about that.
I think there's more they can do with him. I think
not
they can do another season.
I've heard some. Can't wait for him to go. Which is fine. He's not your favorite. Great. Nobody's replaced Tennant or Eccleston for you. I mean, I know people that Eccleston is their favorite. That's fine, too.
Yeah.
But you never know. You might have a new favorite coming. Maybe you and I will have a new favorite coming.
That's a possibility.
It is a possibility.
It's a very strong
possibility.
possibility.
Anything can happen, especially with the storylines getting so good. As long as they stay good, 7.5 was a little...
7.5?
Season 7.5.
Oh, okay.
The second half.
I was about to say, like, the 7.5 Doctor. That doesn't make any sense. Well, okay. Okay, look, I watched the second...
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I'm tired.
I am tired.
I thought you were going to go back to that thing
No, I don't care
Same old song again?
It is the same old song, but I don't care what you think. Well, I do, but I don't care that if you're going to complain about me saying that I'm tired.
Okay.
All right, so I've actually watched the second half of Season 7 again over this past week and a half.
I've gotten halfway through it.
And
I stop at the Rings of Akaten and then just watch it again and again and again.
It was good.
Love that
I really
episode.
enjoyed it this time around. But, I mean, like I went through, of course, initially watching the season, got to the name of the Doctor, and was like, okay, now I want to watch it again to see where everything kind of ties in.
Right, because the name of the Doctor does tie the whole storyline all together.
Yep. So I watched it and I thought, wow, this season was better than...
Don't say 6.
No.
Oh, okay, good.
No.
Good.
No.
Don't say 5 either.
No.
Okay. Then go ahead, finish the sentence you were going to say.
All I was going to say, it was better than the first time I watched it.
Oh, good. At least you didn't even say first half of 7.
No, the
But
first half was
The
so much
second
better.
half of the season of the man,
That was great.
and I'm not even tired. Okay, the second half of the 7th season. There's so many S's in there. It was the worst of the Matt Smith episodes.
I can agree with that. But
Maybe that's why he's leaving.
he's
He's going, oh, well, that's it.
I can't
It's
do
going
anymore.
downhill from here. I'm done.
That's funny. Well, mate, I lost my thought. Just that quickly.
Maybe Clara will go too.
Well, I thought that once before, and I still have that thought.
I don't think she is.
No, I think she's going to be
I
around.
think she's going to be around.
Yeah. I don't think she may not.
Hopefully she'll be better. But in the defense of keeping the companion with the doctor, it's a nice transition because even though it's a new doctor, you still have someone that you know.
Okay.
And also because the doctor's going through so many changes, his personality, his taste buds, his likes, his dislikes, his sense of humor goes through so many changes. We have someone that can relate to him before and now.
Right.
And we've seen that in other regenerations of the doctors.
Right.
You know, from 5 to 6 or 6 to 7, 3 to 4, whatever it is, when a companion stays the same, you know, it gives them like a touchstone, something they can build on, so that they still know he's the doctor, and that way, in our mind, it's the doctor.
Well,
if they believe it, then why shouldn't we?
Well, that's the way it happened, you know, with the change from Eccleston to Tennant, because it just was a continuation. And when they landed in the new episode we'll talk about in a couple of weeks, the Christmas invasion, the Doctor came out, you know, saying Rose and Mickey or Ricky or
I think he was calling him Mickey by then.
maybe so.
Maybe so.
We're still trying to figure that one out.
No, I don't know.
We're not. We are.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, by the way, I just got a message on Facebook from John
Okay.
stating he thought you were talking about the Doctor 7.5 too.
Well, what does he know? Thanks a lot, John. There's no 7.5 Doctor.
Well, then why are people talking about the possible 9.5 Doctor?
Who?
It's been online. You know, they're basically because okay, with this guy John Hurt.
That would be 8.5.
8.5. Okay, 8.5, 2.5, 30.5. I don't care. 8.5, whatever. If there's
Could we have a river and a half?
Wow, I don't think the world could contain it.
As long as it's Alex Kingston, I don't care.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's awesome. All right, so okay. All right, it's 8 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. That means a half hour of the show is gone, and that means we have to give our appreciations. We have to do our thing. What is our thing?
We say thank you.
Yes, and it's
to our producer,
Asa Parker.
Yep.
And his website. Can you help me out with that?
ASAPCPU.com.
There we go.
You didn't think I would know.
No, I'm just glad you're helping out. I didn't think that you didn't know. I'm just glad you're helping out. That's all. So it's ASAPCPU.com. He does not only server stuff where you could do an online show about whatever, like we do about whatever, but he also fixes electronic devices like I think he fixes screens on cell phones.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
My screen is fine.
Mine's okay. Tiffany's is broken.
Ooh, I hate broken screens.
Yeah. There's that. We always give a shout out to TardisBlue.net.
Excellent place to go if you're trying to catch up on Who.
Yes, and it can be any version of Doctor Who from the first all the way to the 11th.
Yep.
So, and if you like them on Facebook, they're constantly telling you what episode they're playing next or what group of episodes they're playing next. So, it's a fantastic place to go. And if you're a huge Doctor Who fan, they're actually in need of some support right now. They've been posting a lot about the need for some financial support to kind of keep their server going. And so for those of you who watch them, if you want to support them, I think you're asking for like $10 a month or something.
Wow.
It's not much.
It's not much at all.
So that's a pretty good thing to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I like to say Triple E Pizza.
Really?
Yeah. Because Triple E's is great. I worked there for so long when I lived up in Massachusetts.
I ate there for so long.
So did I every day.
Oh, I was not every day.
Well, I worked there, every day. So
Yeah, I didn't. So
and it was great. The pizza is so good; it never got old, not once. It was delicious.
I always needed extra cheese, though.
Really, I didn't. I never got the extra cheese.
Extra cheese and pepperoni.
I never got the pep. Well, no, I did a couple times. I didn't like it.
And then I'd go visit the bakery.
Oh, the bakery's great. Oh my goodness, the fresh Italian sticks
They do
and
these
the
little
seeded
cream
Boston bread,
thingies with
the
like
cannolis.
cherry on top or something. Oh no, their cannoli was good
the
too. Though.
cannoli's great.
Yeah.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I didn't work with the pastries. I
It was
just worked
kind
with
of
the
like
bread.
a muffin cake thing.
I know what you're talking about. I used to eat them.
I really can't remember how it went.
I don't
I
either.
think there was a cherry and more whipped cream.
And powdered sugar. See? This is how we get off topic. We talk about food.
Oh, wow.
Wonderful, delicious food.
Yes, food
It's
is
great.
awesome.
All right, we got more clips. So that's who we want to thank. We appreciate everybody's support. We appreciate you, the fans, who are listening in right now. And for those who are going to watch our crazy nonsense on YouTube later tonight.
Yeah.
Because we will be, because I'm not going to mess this up. I messed it up last time. It's completely my fault. Well, I'm going to blame
He said it.
No.
He said it.
I'm going to blame it on my friend Chuck. Now,
Chuck wasn't even here.
It doesn't matter. I've been blaming everything on him since before I got married.
Okay.
So, Chuck Jones, it's your fault.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks, Chuck.
Yeah, well, he shouldn't have gotten in the way. All right, so as the episode went on, what?
Oh, nothing.
All right, well, if you'd like to, sure. So,
Okay.
So you go ahead, do your thing.
Do you need one?
Okay, let me just finish this.
Okay. So we're getting ready for another clip. Is it going to be this one?
Yeah.
I like this one. This is a great one. It's the emergency program when the doctor tricks Rose into getting into the TARDIS just to save her.
Yeah, and he explains everything in detail right then. Fantastic clip.
Ooh, but yeah, wow, great scene.
Great scene. So we're going to go ahead and listen to this one. So giddy up.
Hold that down and keep position. Cancels the buffers. If I'm very clever, and I'm more than clever, I'm brilliant, I might just save the world. I'll rip it apart.
I go for the first one.
Me too. Now, just let go and power up the game station. Hold on.
Doctor, what are you doing? Gonna take my hand off. It's moving.
This is Emergency Program 1. Rose, now listen. This is important. If this message is activated, then it can only mean one thing. We must be in danger, and I mean fatal. I'm dead or about to die any second with no chance of escape.
No.
And that's okay. Hope it's a good death. But I promise to look after you, and that's what I'm doing. The TARDIS is taking you home.
I won't let you.
And I bet you're fussing and moaning now. Typical. But hold on and just listen a bit more. The TARDIS can never return for me. Emergency Program 1 means I'm facing an enemy that should never get their hands on this machine. So this is what you should do. Let the TARDIS die. Just let this old box gather dust. No one can open it, no one will even notice it. Let it become a strange little thing standing on a street corner. And over the years, the world will move on and the box will be buried. And if you want to remember me, then you can do one thing. That's all. One thing. Have a good life. Do that for me, Rose. Have a fantastic life.
Okay, that's good. That's good right there. So, I mean, that was a really, really powerful, and it was an emotional scene.
Okay, And this episode, more so than others, you can really see, I could really see what it was that was making it more emotional.
Yeah.
It was the music in the background.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If the music is right, then it's going to seem like it's just so worthwhile. Like, everything matters. And I think, let's make another, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know.
Chocolate?
Jumping off subject.
That's what I do. I jump
To
off
Man of
subject every
Steel.
week.
Remember how good the previews were?
Yeah.
The music. Those scenes that we saw in those previews, that was not there in those scenes in the movie.
No. The
And-
music was totally missing.
And it felt like, especially those scenes there that were covered in that major preview where he's talking about, well, I'm the last person, I don't have a family anymore, what am I supposed to do, let kids die? And, and his dad says, well, maybe, or maybe sometimes. But not having that music there in the movie, it took it away. It took
really
away
did.
that emotion
It really
that
did.
I felt during the preview. And maybe some speeches in Doctor Who are better than others, some scenes are better than others, but if you don't have the music right, it doesn't completely suck you in.
Exactly. And there was, I think that's really what made some of Matt Smith's speeches so great.
Because the music
Because
in the
music.
background.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
It needs to be dramatic when it's dramatic. It needs to be soft and subtle when it's emotional.
Right.
It needs to have even the scary scenes. It has to have the right music.
Definitely.
If it doesn't have the right music, you're just walking down a dark hallway. Who cares? But it's that suspenseful music that goes, oh, what's going to happen here? Something might jump out and get them.
Yes.
And then it has you on the edge of your seat. And this episode did it really well.
I thought it was great. And
Those really emotional scenes had the right music.
I completely agree. This episode, I think the last few episodes of this season was really when it began to take off, with multiple episodes having you at the edge of your seat, trying to figure out what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
There were so many things that you weren't able to completely figure out. I wasn't able to guess that the doctor was just going to take Rose and send her back home. And then,
And yet they were talking about it just seconds before.
Yeah.
Because she was asking why they can't jump in that timeline to help things. And he says, no, once the TARDIS is involved, it can't get re-involved in that timeline. But it could go anywhere else. And he asks her, but you never even thought about that, did you? But no, she's going to stay there and fight. Even when he sends her back, what does she do? She spends time with her mom and Ricky.
Ricky
And
the idiot.
and tries to get back into the fight.
Yeah.
And
she
her
does.
mom's like, so what? It's 200,000 years from now. It's not now.
And she said,
And
no,
she
it's
said, "It is
happening
now.
It's happening right now. Oh, we said that at the same time.
Did we?
That was really interesting.
Yes.
I don't think we've ever done that.
No, probably not.
No. Yeah. I've lost my thought again.
That's common.
I'm so tired. Today was so long. It was so long. I at one point I thought it wasn't going to end, but it did. Kind of.
There.
Yeah. Just my feet hurt, and it's a new job, new experience, and
You need a good foot soak.
that'd be great.
You need to get like a little tub right down here.
That would be great.
You can soak your feet
Right here.
right here.
Right here.
It could be like all bubbly.
Bubbles. I like bubbles. Bubbles.
I don't like foot soaks per se.
I'm still trying to figure out what that means, per se. That expression, those two words. Not bubble, not a foot soak. The words per se.
Bubbly means when there's lots of bubbles.
Okay, that's like from an episode of The Simpsons. Because there was an episode, and we might have to have this clip played towards the end of the show, where Homer decided he was going to move into the retirement home with his father because
I think I remember that one.
because Apu had a prearranged marriage which he didn't want to be involved in. So he had Apu move into the house with Marge, and to act like that he was Marge's husband.
Okay.
And so Homer decided he's going to move into the retirement home to act as some guy named Cornelius Talmadge. And so Homer, Grandpa, and Jasper are all sitting inside a hot tub in the retirement home, and it's just overflowing with so much bubbles. And then as Homer and Grandpa finish talking, Jasper just looks at him and says, "You want me to turn on the bubbles?" I mean, so that really gave an idea as to what was going on in that hot tub.
Yeah.
It wasn't the jets.
No.
Well,
no,
at least not the jets that were propulsing the water from
That's not
from
a
the
jet
tub.
stream you want bubbles from.
It was a really funny episode. It was ridiculous. So basically, like Apu's mother shows up, and like people from whatever country, I think it's India. I guess they have that little dot in their forehead,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm assuming is for some sort of maybe a religious purpose. I'm not
please
sure.
do expound on this.
I don't know. I'm not, and I'm trying not to get myself in trouble or to get our show canceled. But so like so she shows up and she's convinced that Apu's married to Marge and here's the kids. And so the kids are like, "Can we have a question about the dot?" She says, "Go ahead." And they're like, "What's up with it? Does it change colors when you get mad?" And she said, "You tell me." "Nope, nothing yet."
It's hurt. It hurts my stomach.
It was really funny.
So it could be a religious mood dot. Oh boy.
Oh, that was a lot.
That's tired laughter there, ladies and gentlemen. This is not real.
Oh my God, that was
That is
so funny.
fake.
Oh, that was so funny.
Maybe we should play a clip.
We have more clips to play.
We have more clips.
The bad wolf
The
speech.
complete bad wolf speech.
This was another emotional scene.
Is it funny emotional?
Just play the clip.
All right, here's another 4-minute scene.
What have you done?
I looked into the TARDIS, and the TARDIS looked into me.
You looked into the time vortex, Rose. No one's meant to see that.
I am the bad wolf. I create myself. I take the words. I scatter them in time and space. A message to lead myself here.
Rose, you've got to stop this. You've got to stop this now. You've got the entire vortex running through your head. You're gonna burn.
I'm what you say. My doctor. I take it from the false god.
You cannot hurt me. I am immortal.
You are time. I can see the whole of time and space. Every single atom of your existence, and I divide it. Everything must come to dust. All things. Everything dies.
That's cool power.
That is a wicked cool power.
I will not die.
Satellite 5.
Satellite, yeah.
Rose, you've done it. Now stop. Just let go.
How can I let go of it? I bring life.
But this is wrong.
Yes, the TARDIS is showing
You
its true
can't
power.
control life and death.
But I can.
What did it just do?
It brought Jack back to life.
The sun and the moon.
Ooh-hoo. Because Jack died
The
in this
day
episode.
and night.
He got shot by the Daleks.
Why do they hurt?
The power's gonna kill you, and it's my fault.
I can see everything. All that is. All that was. All that ever could be.
That's what I see. All the time. And doesn't it drive you mad?
My head
Come here.
is killing me.
I think you need a doctor.
So here it is. He said, you need a doctor. And they kiss and he absorbs.
This is a good geek pickup line.
It was a good geeky pickup line. But he absorbed all the time energy from her. And this is the beginning of the end.
It's so sad.
Well, yeah, it's sad. And she passes out, he catches her. He lays it down. And then he expels all the... Now, why is that funny?
Because you know what I was thinking?
No.
They can see it too,
Well, they're not...
but
no.
they're not. They can't.
No, they can't see this.
No, they can still see us.
They'll see us if they watch this later, but...
So, yes, thank you for describing it.
Yeah, so...
But for me, this was like a very Doc Phoenix type thing from the X-Men.
Oh, okay, I was about to ask you, mean like
You know,
from the X-Men?
Rose, she comes along, now she's got all this power. She can stop anything, create anything, end anything she wants, and she's just destroying Daleks and spaceships and bringing her friends back.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, give up this power. Why? How can I? She's got everything. Everything. Why would you give that up?
Because it was going to kill her. She had to, and the doctor knew it. Her head was going to blow up. I wouldn't want my head to blow up. I wouldn't want your head to blow up.
But couldn't she have recreated her head?
If it blew up, I don't think so.
Couldn't she have stopped it from happening?
Well, that's a possibility. But it was the TARDIS inside of her head. So...
It was Idris?
Could have been Idris.
It was sexy?
Sexy. The TARDIS is sexy.
So Rose became sexy in this episode?
Well, if you look at the time and space and wibbly wobbly of it, sure. But physically, I never really considered Rose to be sexy.
Oh. I meant the person.
Yeah, Idris. Okay.
She became sexy.
Okay.
Idris.
That I can agree with.
That means she thought Rory was pretty.
Yeah.
She was thinking right there, Rory's the pretty one.
No.
She said she could see everything that could be.
Could. Not necessarily is.
So, if you can see everything that could be, then you see everything that will be. Everything that could encompasses everything that will. Everything that will does not encompass everything that could.
Wow. I think my head just exploded.
All poodles are dogs.
All
dogs are not poodles. Poodles are part of the greater sum.
I don't like poodles.
Fine. Dobermans.
I don't like Dobermans.
Rottweilers.
I don't even... Well, yeah, I do.
Okay, all Rottweilers are dogs.
I didn't say I
but
like...
not all dogs are Rottweilers. If she can see everything
pit
that
bulls.
could, then she could see everything that will. Everything that will is part of everything that could.
Wow, I can't even grasp any aspect of my prefrontal cortex around what you just
And
said.
I don't even think this is because he's tired.
I think that was kind of mean. I think my feelings might be slightly damaged.
No. That meant I love you.
Hey, you want me to turn on the bubbles?
Turn on the bubbles.
We couldn't even find the clip.
Oh, was that
and
our
you
last clip?
deleted the other clip.
What was it?
I don't even remember. We're already on YouTube. Go to here. The other clip was was the regeneration. So type in, I guess, right there, not in the top, right there.
Sorry, I don't
Okay.
understand your computer.
I don't understand you sometimes. So it's not Doctor. You got to type right. There you go.
Stop it, I'm tired.
All right, so it's Doctor Who, and then I guess ninth. Yeah, there you go. Ninth regenerates. Yay, we found it. And there it is. It's a couple of minute clip, so we can take a look at that.
Okay.
Here
we
we
do
go.
it now?
Do it now. We only have a few minutes left in the show.
We got 10 minutes left. That's plenty of time.
That's a few minutes.
Okay. Is this the right one?
That's it. That's the TARDIS flying through the wibbly wobbly space.
What happened?
Oh, I'm really
Do you
full.
remember?
It's like there was a singing.
That's right. I sang a song and the Daleks ran away.
I was at home. No, I wasn't. I was in the TARDIS, and there was this light. I can't remember anything else.
Yep, his hand's glowing. He's got a couple of good lines in this little clip.
Yes, he does.
Rose Tyler. I was going to take you to so many places. Barcelona? Not the city Barcelona, the planet Barcelona. You love it. Fantastic place. They've got dogs with no noses. Imagine how many times a day you end up telling that joke, and it's still
Dogs
funny.
with no noses.
Then why can't we go?
Maybe you will, and maybe I will, but not like this.
You're not making sense.
I might never make sense again. I might have two heads, or no head. Imagine me with no
Imagine
head.
me with no head.
And don't say that's an improvement. It's a bit dodgy, this process. You never know.
She's
what
so
you're gonna end
confused.
up
She has no idea what he's talking about.
Tell me what's going on.
I absorbed all the energy of the time vortex, and no one's meant to do that.
Getting the music.
Every
Yeah.
cell in my body's dying.
I can't hear it,
Can't
so.
you do something?
Yeah,
But I know what it
now.
is because I've seen this episode
Time
multiple
Lords have
times.
this little trick. It's all the way of cheating death. Except it means I'm going to change. And I'm not going to see you again. Not like this. Not with this daft old face.
Daft old face. Love that line.
And before I go,
Don't say that.
Rose, before I go, I just want to tell you were fantastic.
Here it is.
Absolutely fantastic.
It's so sad seeing this.
And you know what? So was I.
You know what's weird? Seeing him in Eccleston's clothes.
Yeah.
Hello.
There it is.
Okay.
The new Doctor. We finally made it. New teeth.
teeth. That's weird. So where was I? Oh, that's right. Barcelona.
All right, so there we have it. We've gone through the full first season before we get into the 10th Doctor. And now we've got so many good episodes, so many storylines, and such in-depth writing to go through. I don't know if my brain couldn't handle the stuff you were throwing out there. I don't know if my brain can handle this.
I don't know. I don't want to see 9 go. I wanted to see more.
Yeah, so did
More
I.
of him.
So did I. I really did.
I don't like it.
Well, you have to like it.
And even then, even though I know who Tennant's gonna be,
Yeah.
I still don't want it to happen.
No.
I mean, it's not. It's different now seeing the 11th hour, knowing who Matt Smith is going to be.
Right.
I can look at it and appreciate it, but I feel like I didn't get enough Eccleston.
I completely agree. And there's, like right now, there's a lot of people saying the same thing about Matt Smith, that there just hasn't been enough. They feel like there's at least one more season left for his stories.
Maybe
Okay.
they'll announce Matt Smith as the new dog.
Boy, would that throw people off.
Ha ha! We gotcha!
Yeah, which is what they usually do. They usually throw something out there, some sort of monkey wrench.
Maybe it'll be Stephen Moffat. Ooh. We'd all love to see him die.
Yeah, because he does tend to murder us all every single time we watch one of his episodes.
Yep. He's evil.
Yeah, he is pure evil.
Evil genius, though. He comes up with some great stuff.
He really does. He's got a great mind for writing stories and for writing TV shows. I mean, in all honesty, as much as I love Doctor Who, because it is my favorite show, I think Sherlock has much more. It's more in depth.
Well, I think Sherlock is more in depth because it's more real.
Yeah.
And it has to be real.
Yeah, that's true.
You have that. What's the word I'm looking for?
Chocolate?
No, not chocolate. Do you have chocolate?
I'm not sure. Maybe. Yes, I think I have.
Then don't tempt me with chocolate if you don't have chocolate.
I'm pretty sure
now I want chocolate.
I think I have a piece in the free glass that I got when I applied for a credit card at Kroger.
Chocolate.
Yeah, chocolate's great.
Kroger chocolate.
Candy's not bad either.
No, candy's good.
Yeah. So.
Even Lyric wants chocolate.
All right, we'll see what we can do.
She's back there yapping.
Yep.
Would you like to come join us, Lyric?
She's talking and doesn't want to be on the radio, but since you're talking out loud, Lyric, more
they
than likely
might be able
can
to
be heard.
hear you. They
Exactly.
might be able to hear you. Yep.
So, Lyric is Jimmy's daughter.
Yes, she is.
And she's hiding on the floor.
Yep.
Talking, thinking that nobody can hear her. And yeah, I know you're there. You're on the floor.
At least stick your hand up. Say hello to the people.
Yeah, say hello to the people.
If you come up, you'll be on YouTube. You'll be on the radio. Come on.
Come on.
No.
Do it.
No?
Do it.
Can you say that a little louder? Ooh, I think people heard that.
I don't care.
You don't care.
That's that tiny little
That
voice.
is her favorite phrase. She says that to everybody all the time.
I don't think I have a favorite phrase.
I don't understand what you just said.
Well,
How about that?
that's not really a favorite phrase. I think I just have multiple Joey moments. Like I watched an episode of Friends this week.
Which one?
And it was when Aisha Tyler was in it, and Joey's dating her.
Joey and Ross.
Yeah, and so
Yep.
Ross is trying to tell him, how to take her through the Met, and his reaction is the Mets
The Mets.
suck.
The Mets.
You got to root for the Yankees, and I say the Yankees suck. Go for the Red Sox.
Right.
But so he tells now when you go into the Met, he says go to the right. What does Joey do? He points to the left.
And she tells him how they were looking at all the wrong
And
things.
he was
He's
just
commenting on stuff that's
Yeah.
all wrong.
He was naming off statues and paintings that they weren't even in front of. It was really funny.
Yep. I love that one.
Yeah.
That's a
It
good
was
one.
funny stuff. I got a good laugh at that.
No one can see you. Don't worry.
Yeah. So next week, now we talked about us finally doing my top 10 favorites, or we could just get into the next episode.
I like a top 10.
All right. So next week,
Top 10 sounds good.
next week we'll do my top 10. I'm gonna have to work on that
Excellent.
during the week. And no, we did his top 10.
We did mine.
It's my top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my top 10.
His top 10.
Mine.
Yep.
Il mio, mine.
Okay.
Questa mio.
Okay.
All right then.
Stop.
All right. She told me to stop talking Italian, so okay, that's all I really know.
So
Anyway.
he'll stop.
Yeah, I'll stop.
For now.
Yeah.
Oh, not for now. Just now.
Just now.
Just now?
Isn't that the same thing?
Whatever.
What?
Just stop now.
That's her
Ever.
other favorite phrase.
Whatever.
Whatever, and I don't care.
You know what's great about the accent is it gets people's attention
Mm.
because
What,
like
hers?
no Oz.
Oh, Oz?
Yes.
What's so weird about our
I
accent?
didn't say weird. I said it's great.
Oh, great.
No, you said
Like
it was
like
weird.
like I met this woman at work today from Sudbury.
Nice.
And as soon as I said the word over, she's like, "There it is, there it is." You
Yes.
said over. That's the accent. That's what I like to hear.
I have people at work that call me Boston.
Yeah, there's a woman at work who calls me that.
Yep. I have several people.
That's
They call me up on the phone and they say, hey, I need this and this and that. And they're like, wait a minute, is this Boston? Like, yes, it is. I know who you are.
Yeah,
I know
we
your
are.
name. You don't even know my name.
No.
Sure we do. It's Boston.
Anyways, that's it for us tonight, folks. We appreciate you listening in. We've been on for an hour, which we do every single week. So just tonight we had a little bit of a different time. But thanks for listening in. We had a good show. We had a good laugh. We had I think the laugh kind of hurt my head.
It hurt my stomach.
Oh, brother. So that's it for us tonight. So appreciate you listening in. Tune in next week, hopefully the same time. And we'll be
Well,
talking.
not the same time as this week.
No, of course not.
Well, you said the
Well,
same time.
Oh, well, thanks for correcting me. Hopefully.
Same normal time.
Oh, no. We got something going on next Saturday. Something secretive.
So what time next Saturday? I guess they'll just have to tune into our Facebook page to
Yes.
find out.
If you want to know what time we're airing next week, you're going to have to go to our Facebook page.
Unless you watch it later on YouTube.
Exactly. So in the meantime, wibbly wobbly.
Timey-wimey.
And
Tra